Good morning, guys. Welcome to another edition of Drive Time Gist. It's me, Michael, as usual. I was watching a video on YouTube, and in that video, two guys were arguing and a fight was about to ensue. Now, the funny thing is, as they stood up to trade punches, they never really did. But they kept asking the question, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? This one would say, do you know who I am? And the other guy would respond, do you know who I am? And it continued. Yeah, they never got to fight, so we never really got to see any punches being thrown. But then it begs a very important question. What is the power of knowing who you are? I'm not really sure why these guys asked that question. But two key things happen when you know who you are, and that's what we just want to quickly share this morning while we drive to our destinations. Soon as you can clearly define who you are to yourself, two things happen. One, there are certain things that you quickly stop doing, certain things that you simply do not want to be identified with. You just stop doing them because they do not represent you anymore. They are not in line with who you are, with your definition of who you say you are. Number two is that certain things you will stop accepting, certain things you stop allowing people say to you, certain things you stop receiving from people, because these things do not also, they do not align with who you say you are. The power of knowing who you are. Now, many of the confusion that we find amongst people in a relationship is the fact that many times we do not understand or appreciate or have not defined who we are to ourselves. So do you know who you are? When you ask that question, who are you? What is your response? Is it a response that is based on your age and what you've heard people say about you? But have you taken time to ask yourself that same question? And if you have, what is the answer? All right, so that's my question for this morning. Ponder, think about it, and I'm sure at the end of the day you'll have a very clear definition of who you are, and we as well will appreciate you for who you say you are. All right, so have an awesome day, have a profitable day, but most importantly, drive safe. Bye.